Hey guys, I want to pop in here for a minute and talk about volume using the SPY. So the SPY proxy for the S&P 500. I want to talk about volume over the last couple of days. You'll notice this is on a 30-minute chart. So look at this. This is kind of interesting. So if you go back to Friday, remember we had Monday off because of Labor Day here in the U.S. But on Friday we closed at with this volume shelf of 13.8 million. So I'm looking at price up here, but in the left hand box I'm also looking at the 13.8 million in red, the volume red line. You can also correlate it visually down here with the bar here. You can tell how much volume it is, right? So you notice we had this volume. So with this being a constant, right? You notice today we tried to get up into it and over it, failed. 4.6. Tried again on 4.1, failed. Not enough volume to push and overcome that 13.8 that's sitting there. Same thing today, right? So we kind of bounce around today, slowly ground lower, and this is where we had a little fun. We bought some calls at the end of the day just to play, right? It's probably stupid, and it is stupid, but this is where we closed yesterday. Yesterday we closed at 12.3 million, right? Because big money tends to run at the beginning of the day or the end of the day, and so you see this volume shelf here at 12.3 million. We tried to come down and test it on 3.5, 3.1, 3 point what, 3.1. You get the point. Not enough. So what does it do? If it can't break them lower, it busts them higher. So we had this big bounce into the end of the day. So interesting how we couldn't make higher price here because there's not enough volume, right? This is what's holding it back from going higher. And to the downside, this is what's holding it back from going lower. So you can trade whatever process you use to trade. Different people have different processes and things that they use as indicators. But one thing you should not forget about is volume, because volume is the one constant that can't be manipulated. Hope that helps.